I knew somebody'd be awake. What are you doing up so late, Chaplain? Morning, Justin. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Hello. Oh my God, I couldn't get up today. I laid on the city park bench all day. What's up, Anthony? I laid on the city park bench. You are always... That damn chocolate bar of mushrooms did nothing but lay me out. I also lost my tripod in the river. I threw my tripod in the dink and it bounced out and went in the river. So I had to order a new tripod. So I gotta hold this damn phone until October 1st. First I drop my phone in the river, then I throw my tripod in the dinghy and it bounces off. Woo! Throw shit in the river. Everything goes in the river. I've been thinking about this Ashmel's Godly. Port St. Lucie River in Stuart, Florida on the East Coast. Billy Case. Don't tell my heart, my achy break. So anyway, I thought I'd check in. Everybody's cool. Tomorrow will be a new day. Feeding squirrels and laying around the park all day. Doing nothing. Ate meatloaf and gravy at the homeless kitchen. Alabama pulled one out. Alabama pulled it out. Poor Georgia. I slept from 6 till 11 at 10:30. Watched the Georgia-Alabama ending. That was good. Big college football fan. I was up almost 3 days straight. Testing the principles and what do you call it? Intestinal fortitude. Can he stay up? Can he make it? Keep making that cheese, Wisconsin. We love you. Now your football team's something else. Thank you. I wear that proudly. I am a dyed-in-the-wool hillbilly briar from Kentucky. Through 200 years in Kentucky, we're hills and mountains and bluegrass and values and Kentucky proud. Kentucky pork producers. Kentucky Utility. How are the storms up there? How are the storms? Did my boy work hard? Did my boy work hard in the storms up in Kentucky? And yes, if 40 miles an hour is not a hurricane, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a hurricane. That shit was scary. Watching my anchor line all day. I will go back in the creek. If a hurricane comes, I'm going back in the creek. Beach this mother. Beach this mother. Malin Cricket doesn't have my new phone number. I'm really having separation anxiety. Thanks, Justin. My family doesn't talk to me, but my Kentucky Utility boy is my kid. He looks like me. He laughs like me. He's funny like me. What's the question, Josh? I'm going to get some rest. I'll be all right tomorrow. I just pushed the old man's body a little too hard this week. Not supposed to be pushing 63-year-old bodies hard. I'm supposed to give him a break. How big? What, the pain in my back from smoking too much? Pretty big. It was scary. It was scary. I just wonder if Jesus would have enjoyed Rolling Rock. No, but I got a joke for the cricket. I got a joke when she sends me my care when she sends my care package. I got a joke for her. I'm gonna check Monday. But I don't think what's in there is what she thinks is in there. I'm going to make an alternate care pack and add some stuff in it. And she's going to go, I didn't send that. I didn't send that. Oh, yes, you did. I was thinking of some size 43 women's panties and pull those out of the bag and go, Cricket, my God, how big are you? It'll be something. It'll be something funny. A big old lingerie bra. Cricket, thank you. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. See the damn squirrels in the morning. Show you the outside one more time. Roll the boat ashore. All right, Lily, here. No, it's just weak lungs this week. I abused my lungs. Watson. It's the weed's good. I do. I'm disabled. I've had over 36 occupations in 25 years when I worked. Everything from ditch digger to radio newsman to locksmith business owner to car salesman. car part delivery, pizza delivery, paper delivery, roadside service attendant, da 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 da. I've done it all. Done it all. Drove an aircraft carrier for the United States Navy. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. I know. Then I walked away from my beautiful locksmith business that employed several people, had a store, vans, headaches, stress, and went into mental hospitals and Craigslist hotels for 5 years. The Craigslist hotels were only 4 months, but I got mental health. I got diagnosed bipolar, got disability. Yeah, right here. I'm attacking religion by denomination. I've got a theory, a philosophy, a spiritual understanding that should be taught in churches, that's not taught in churches, that God is an all-being power, no sex, no male, no female, just a white light, and that all religions have this one supreme being, but then they denominate him, and God cannot be denominated. He's the numerator and the denominator. And we are made one by one powerful being, not Jesus, not Muhammad, not Joseph, fucking Mormon. Also, I busted Google in 2008 and learned how to advertise before advertising was real popular. Trendsetted that too. Lucas, what's the question? I've been smoking a lot this week. I'm gotta chill out. I'm good, y'all boy. Thank you. Just had a rough day. Ate a lot of mushroom chocolate yesterday. Read the book of John. Amen. Hey, read John 3:16-122, 407, and 408, where God so loved the world, he again sent another crazy, intelligent, beautiful human being to earth, Jay Lawrence, as number 3.4 billion of his favorite humans to send to earth. I'm John 3:16-445-202, sections 101 and 102, that I am another image of God sent to earth to make heaven on earth. That's my religious book, that I'm the most important human being walking the face of the earth. It's not Biden, it's not Putin, it's not Joel Osteen, it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's me. I have to believe that I'm the most famous person walking the earth. Good morning, Caliber. Got a little trouble in the kitchen there. My daughter. Starry, starry night. Starry, starry night. Let's drop another phone in the water. Michael, what kind of boat you on? Yeah, she needs her sleep. She works hard. No shit. No shit, Jess. No shit. I'm so scared. I used to not be scared. Now I'm scared. I used to wave my phone over the water all the time. Shriveled and to the left. There's Purdy Girl's boat. There's Purdy Girl's boat. That's where the puppy Purdy Girl sleeps, on that blue light boat. I don't have a tripod. You're leaning up on a can of chunky chili mac. Y'all are leaning on some chunky chili mac, just to let you know. Since the storm's over, I don't need this rock alarm I was trying to show you hanging over my head. I was having this above my head swinging so you could see how the boat was rocking the other day. God, I'm telling you guys, if that's not a hurricane, I don't want to see a fucking hurricane. That scared the shit out of me all day. It's like, seriously, all day? All day? I know, that's what somebody told me, to get a floating case. He's in Shepherdsville, isn't he? Southwest, 10 miles. Muldrow? Muldrow's for not 10 miles. I worked in Radcliffe on Wilson Road behind the Burger King. Up on the hill behind the famous landmark was the Burger King. That's where my detail shop was. We cleaned swope cars from E-Town. We drove them from E-Town to Radcliffe and detailed their cars. And the cool thing about working in Radcliffe is you're coming out of Louisville in the morning. Everybody else is going in. The traffic is great. And likewise, going home, everybody's coming out of Louisville. It was one of the best commutes I ever had for a year. And then my daughter was born, and I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, I stay on the boat in the winter. It's nice here, 75 degrees, 70 degrees. If it gets down to 50, I've got a sleeping bag out on back. Feels perfect. It's usually dry, never rains. Hey, Canada, this boat was built in Canada. Oh. Oh, it's a little after. It's a little after 1, I think. It's funny. I don't do days or time. Oh, Canada, have you met God Ishmael and his holy daughter Cricket, who was immaculate misconception from a dickless supreme being who had a quasi-virgin birth and gave her his only begotten daughter to Georgia, and she's run amok. She's spreading all kinds of misinformation about chicken religion and how trucks smell like ass, and we thought she was talking about God ass smell, so we came up with a new religion who has a daughter as the only begotten soul to be given to earth. That God, it's Ashmel. Justin gets the humanitarian award for helping an old man figure his phone number. He gets one of the highest honors in the Ashmel rectory. You go into high places in the rectory, boy. I put an ad out in the Bardstown paper for $500. I'll rent your land for deer season, and I got to hunt right behind the Jim Beam property. Didn't kill anything, saw a lot of deer, but in the rectory. Watch your rectory, boy. Especially with the priest we got spreading the word. I do not condone the actions of the priest spreading the word of Ishmael. Ashmael. We have already bastardized the spirit and the philosophy of this religion. It's going to hell, or whatever Ashmael has after life. I think he has a Baskin Robbins ice cream shop. Justin, write that down. That's in Revelation. The world of Ashmael does have a place of purgatory. It's not a forever bad thing, but it's bad and it's going to last a while. You remember Groundhog Day, and he goes, "You want a prediction? I'll give you a forecast. Your life's going to be cold, gray, and it's going to last you the rest of your life." Love you, Canada. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're writing the book. This is like that movie with the blind guy going across America holding on to the Bible in his head. What is it? This is it. I'm deciphering the notes of Ashmael as these people try to attack me and steal the information. No bumps. Just pot. We're rehabbing. I'm in rehab right now. I'm in one of those fancy Hollywood rehabs where they send you out to a boat all alone and pick you up in a week. Did you learn your lesson? Hell yeah, I ain't gonna do that shit no more. Welcome back to civilization. Book of Eli. This is the book of Ashmael. It's there. We just have to decipher it and pray for the wisdom and understanding on how to translate Ashmael's holy words into civilization human beings can understand, because he writes wild shit. And it's dyslexic, run-on sentences, comma splices. He's one of the worst writers as a god, and I don't mean to put him down, but as a god, Ashmael is one of the worst writers that I can ever read. He's hard to read. I'm just smoking everything. Give me more. 25 foot. 25 foot. 25 foot. That's what you get. If you throw your phone over it, gets soaking wet. I didn't know I had insurance. I didn't pay much for the new cell phone. Well, you see, this new God, look who's popping in at the after hours show. Mind your step, woman. There be pirates about. Careful where you go, Shelley. There's danger around the corner. And up the hallway. And down my street and up yours. I've always wanted to go down my street and up yours. I lived in an apartment complex. The girls that lived in the apartment above me had a lot of fun, but will the women below me? Will the women below me? Hold on, let me get things in order. Get some of the shit out of the way. I smell a WWE session going on here. Ah! I want you to give me the Stone Cold Stunner. Or the People's Elbow, whatever you want. But I do want wrestling. Clothes on, just straight up, in the door, half Nelson, flipped over the hip, and it starts right there. This is a wrestling boat. This is Jim McMahon's small sailboat. This is where all failed disabled wrestlers end up. Arrgh. Shelly, bring me a bottle of rum. Shelly, bring me alcohol by the gallon. Bring me a 5-gallon bucket of something alcoholic. Isn't that funny how I say shit like that and it comes real? Isn't that funny? Like Cricket and a 9-year-old kid she almost hit in the street, and she almost really did hit a 9-year-old kid in the street, and I just threw that off the top of my head. Shelley needs some compassion. She needs some vulnerability. She needs somebody safe and warm in a 25-foot sailboat in the middle of the Port St. Lucie River. I like that. Who's running the toll booth? I like that one. Whoa. Some good shit. Control information. Well, you know, if you've hung around a while, I don't believe in anything. History is written by winners, governments, churches, and it's all fucking made up. It's all whoever wanted to fucking throw shit in there, and I'm pissed off. Yeah, I use bad words when I talk about this. I don't believe in denominational religion, where you weasel little 4- and 5-year kids into a Sunday school and teach them about some horny fucking gross man from a lake of fire that you could end up in forever. Now you're putting that on a 4-year-old and you're telling a 5-year-old they can't cut their penises off and be a woman. It's more dangerous to be a fucking Christian, because then you live for heaven and you don't even want to be here on earth. I want you here 100%. Whatever you do in life, do it 100%. What percentage of life are you living? How many masters are you serving? Serve your master. Serve your master. Serve one master. 100%. Each thought is a master. It masters your mind and capability to do other things and think of other things. Then you get a monkey fist because you got a handful of masters and you haven't baited any of them. So now you're standing there masturbating at 100%. That's what you're doing 100%. You're defractionalizing your life and trying to do this, all at the same time. And you're not perfecting your Godspeed thinking ability. As you attack an idea 100%, get rid of it. If it's going to be a sad 100%. If it's going to be a happy 100%. Your decision's either negative or positive, happy or sad. Pick what you want to do and do it 100%. Get rid of it, soak it in, keep it, go on down to the next one and hit that one and bam, 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 bam. You don't run into these UFC fights that keep popping up because you overlook something and you let something in your wheelhouse you really shouldn't have, and you've been not paying attention as it festers and boils into a problem, and it becomes a nagging problem, then it becomes a habit problem, and now you got Shelly Shell running to me on my boat virtually, and I want to hold her tight and kiss her neck and rub all over her to make her feel better and forget that other fucking problem she's got. She should be done with it. Over it. You shouldn't have things nag at you. You just shouldn't. We've become accustomed to it because we started believing in the fucking Easter fairy bunny, Santa Claus, Jesus, God thing. We just believe everything. So our minds are really, even though we're trying to be conservative and hold on tight, our minds are believing shit that doesn't even fucking exist. We got these little corners of our mind that are full of bullshit that we just let hang around. We believe in that shit. Call him what you want. Jesus Christ is Lord, whatever the fuck. But he's not God. He's not God. He cried to God. So that tells me I read the book you read, and he's crying out to a higher power. That's where I went. I went to find the higher power. I am on a boat. There is a God. Muslims believe in it. Lutherans believe in it. Baptists believe in it. I believe in it. And it's one thing. It's not Jesus Christ. It's God. No, I'm not fishing. I'm not fishing. Dog bowl. Dog bowl. There's my little boat. I'm Jay's religion. I'm Jay's religion. Sailboat, to be honest. I mean, come on. 40 years as a Baptist, 3 days a week at church, sang in the choir, training union, RAs, mom played piano, and they're going to tell me at the end they still can't prove that I'm going up or down? Are you fucking serious? So then my brother and I decided that we were saved as kids. It's over. We don't need any more Jesus. Jesus took our shit away right there. Now, as for my sins as an adult, I fix my sins. I don't give them to people. I ask God how to fix them sometimes, but not Jesus. Jesus takes your sins away. A sin is an archery term where you're missing the bullseye. It's an actual term in that event. So when I miss the bullseye, why would I give it to a guy to fly away with? Or do I want to fix my bow, fix my eyesight, get a lighter arrow, start hitting the bullseye? Put on this new Skeeter shirt. Skeeter got his shirt. So that leads to my other definition of being a godly man, an Old Testament man. See, they don't teach Old Testament around here. To be in charge of your world, to create your universe, to fix your problems. Not wait or, you know what I'm saying? Be the master of your universe. You're a god. You create. You're in God's image. It's in the book. You were made, if you believe in the book, you're in God's image. You were made in God's image. That means you're a creator. I created 3 kids. That's 3 universes. I created 3 universes and 3 different children that are all great tax-paying American citizens. One of them served as country. One of them is a power line man. He serves his community. So I created 3 lives. I created a $1 million locksmith business that employs several people, pays taxes, and creates things, and economy and income and happiness and security. So I'm a creator. I don't know. I don't really know if I am bipolar because I'm really not depressed. I get depressed, but I do it real quick and then I fix it. So bipolar was originally manic depression. And I've been a happy guy. That's my talent. That's my gift, to look at the bright side of life. So I don't agree. I got bipolar designation on my Social Security. I know. I just started again. Sorry. I'm going to keep. Thank you, JS. Thank you, JS. No, I want to die, dude. See, you're worried about dying. I'm ready to go, dude. I've done it all. I drove an aircraft carrier. I was homeless at 16. I got a PhD from God. Pretty happy dude. I live on a sailboat. I'm married for 40 years to the same woman, a virgin that I met when I was 21. Had a funny mom, 5 horribly terrible, violent, sexual stepfathers. Been all over the country, met all over nationalities, all over religions, Buddhists, Satanists, Sunnis, Bummies, Mormons. I've talked to everybody. I've seen all your attitudes. I've seen all your attitudes out there. I see how you react to things out there. I see some happy people. I see some sad people. I see some people don't give a shit. Let me go get Clammy for you. She's a 20-degree sleeping bag. Let's break her open. Have some good time, Submariner. I'm experiencing. Well, let me go back to the point. If I go right now, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I really don't. I've been there, done that. Got the fucking last t-shirt. I got the last t-shirt on the rack. I've been here, done that over and over. And some I did a lot more and some I stopped doing because it hurt or didn't hurt enough. Because I like to hurt myself. I wanted to find out how much damage I could give myself. Yeah, I got plenty of teeth. Do I have teeth? They're just hanging way back. No, I need nicotine, motherfucker. I'm 63 years old. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I need a drug to stay up and talk on YouTube. And they don't make it in an IV. This is the last shirt you'll ever need. Man, let go of the cigarette shit, dude. Go to the cigarette channel or something. We don't talk about cigarettes here. The silver rain was falling down upon the dirty ground of London town. What's up, Haley? Haley, just about to roll one for you. Glad you made it. Turn the fan away. As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the things we done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain to a falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, why, wonder why she ran away. And then I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway. Run away. And then that leads to Tom Petty. It was a beautiful day. All the sun was shining. Me and Dale were singing. Little runaway, I was driving. Wawa. Oh. Tell me, the day I ran out of money, the other day, I was out of money. There was -5 in the bank account. The money you're all donating is hung up in this AdSense for a month and it gets shot into my account at the end of the month. So I'm broke. And somehow some fraudulent charges on my bank account were found and I got some money. And I went to Wawa gas station and I was happy and laughing with the lady behind the counter. And I got a protein drink and a carton of Marlboro cigarettes. She said $15. I didn't even think about it. I gave her 20, got my change, walked to the car, and I went, I just bought a carton of cigarettes for $15. I've got cigarettes everywhere. Oh, got ADD. I was doing something. Might as well break up an old roach in there too, right? I know. Was that wrong? Now, the old Jay that wasn't homeless, he would have said immediately, ma'am, you've undercharged me. But the homeless Jay has this new philosophy that I've paid my dues around here. Yes, sir, the check is in the mail. Take it from Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express. When that one-eyed monster man has the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall and looks you in the eye and says, mister, have you paid your dues? Well, you just remember what Jack Burton says at a time like this. Have I paid my dues? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail. Big Trouble in Little China. Go Google the intro to Big Trouble in Little China. It's Jack Russell's best 5 minutes of airtime. Oh, Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express coming at you in a dark and stormy night. Oh, time to make the donut. Talking about what? Hold on. I want to see what Haley's saying. You know, when I was a kid and I became homeless when I dropped out of high school, I finally moved in with some guys living in people's backyards. I got a job and I paid because it's late and I don't have enough bait. I don't have any bait. I got some chunky soup. They bite on chunky soup. So I finally moved in with some guys after I got a job and paid my way. I built this guy. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. 5 stepfathers showed me that life is fucked up in my house. I had to get the fuck out and start life. After all the things they did and changed me, they changed my name 5 times in 10 years, make sure I didn't know who I was. So I built this guy. So where was I? Y'all send me down the road. Damn it, where was I? Oh, well, that's another. Well, I built it up though, Haley. Yeah, I had an identity crisis. I hated myself. I was insignificant. I felt this big in my body. I looked at my life from 6 feet above because I detached as a young 5-year-old when they put wires in my head and didn't explain why. So I just thought I was a bad machine ever since I was 5 years old. Damn, 70 for an ounce? I paid 180 for this one. What kind of shit are you smoking? $80 an ounce? I'll take that all day. What was I talking about? I hate when I brag because I forget. When I start bragging, I built this man. I forget. Living in people's backyards. Oh, that's it. So I was 16, 17. And one night I had a dream that I found a diamond wedding ring in a gravel parking driveway. And the next day we got in a car and went to a totally foreign house, never been there, never met the guys. And when the morning after, I put my foot out of the door and I went, holy shit, it's real. It just became real as shit. And then I looked down and sure enough, there was a diamond wedding ring in that driveway. And I pawned it and I bought food for 3 days. And the other dream was we had a surf shop down here in Florida. My 5th stepdad walked out on my mom. I moved to Tampa with my sister, who had 6 kids in 7 years, so she was deeply affected. She was kicking me out because I couldn't get a job, I couldn't get anything going, and I was coming back to the East Coast to the surf shop. But the night before, I had a dream that all my friends were sitting on new surfboards snorting cocaine out in the water, and I thought, that's weird. And I came to the shop that night, and all my friends were standing around. Hey, we're glad you're here. Glad you're here. I said, why? Because your mom told us to rip the shop off for insurance, and we stole all the surfboards, but some guys got some that aren't supposed to have any. Well, he goes, we need you to go tell them you're the owner's son and you want them back. Well, I wasn't going to get into that shit. I didn't care. And they sold them for cocaine. So 2 of my dreams came true. I was working at a car dealership. I was the #1 salesman, and I was sitting in the break room. They were bringing in a new manager that was going to change everything. And I prayed to God. I was 32 years old. I said, do I stay here? I'm making $9,000 a month. My wife had never seen that money, though. And the sales manager walked in on my prayer and said, you're fired if you're not going to get out there and work. And I stood up and I said, I quit. He goes, what? He goes, I was kidding. I said, you're not quitting. I said, I do quit. He didn't know. I said, I just prayed to God and you answered it. And then this sailboat, it was between a trailer park, an RV, and a truck, and a boat. And the next morning, I met a guy at 5:30 at the Wawa gas station who I'd never met before, and he lived on a boat. And I looked up to God like I always have. I mean, he's touched me several times. And I said, it's a fucking boat, isn't it? And I started laughing. I'm like, this shit's funny. And I told Brett, I said, Brett, watch, I'm going to spend all this money. I want to be Van Gogh. I want to be down to earth. Nothing matters, bare minimum. And money came in at the last second. Ron is here. We got Ron in the house. Hire's here. Rhonda, I didn't see you come by. I was talking. Sorry. Remember I told you I just talk and don't read the chat. And then God told me to give Jesus a rolling rock. So I painted this painting. Jonah, one of our viewers, said, Jay, are you ever going to start painting again? And I said, God, what do I paint? And he said, give my son a nice cold rolling rock, 33. And I did it one-handed while I was talking on the phone to everybody. It was cool. It was neat. That's a stroke from God. You all don't know. I did church. Your mom had us on the church bus every day. And Jesus didn't help. I had stepdads beating the shit out of me and choking me and drowning me. And mom showing me what sex is with all kinds of different men. And women showing me what kind of sex at 12 years old was like. So I changed all that and I made this guy. I still got that sex problem, that my brain won't stop doing that. But I don't lie to people. I don't intentionally hurt people. I try to help people. I'm trying to be funny. Maybe I need to pay attention more to me than you. I'm going back. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about putting my painting up for sale in front of the church tomorrow morning on public sidewalk. Do you think it'll get any attention? I'm thinking about taking that painting to the family church and selling it on the public sidewalk. I know it took a long time to get here, Haley. Fuck, I went through some I went back, but I didn't tell you. So in the Navy, everything was shit. My knee was bad. My mom was getting beat by my stepdad back home, and I felt helpless. But they said my knee was good and no one was helping me. So I got down, read the Bible for 5 hours, did the Jesus to God thing, and Jesus is there 3 stoplights back. I passed him going up to a white light. So these people that say Jesus is God haven't had this experience. They don't know this next step. I went up a black tube, saw familiar faces, got visions of my life to come, where I would live as a married man. A white light warmed me in this beautiful, welcoming love and understanding. He said, "You're a good guy. Keep going. Keep going. I got more for you." And then Thanksgiving night, 2016, he gave me a PhD. When I looked up, I had $1 million business. I had a wife of 40 years. I had 3 kids out of the house. I had more money than I knew what to do with, but I was also doing a lot of cocaine, transvestites, men, women, everything. And I looked up in my house and I said, "Can this be fixed?" He said, "You know it can be." I said, "I fucked it all up. I've ruined everything. I didn't believe in myself. I'm a piece of shit. Everything I touch is damaged. Everything for 55 years. He said, "Get on your knees, kid." I said, "All right." In my own living room, all by myself, at 55 years old, I got on my knees and he put his arm around me. Not a white light this time, not Jesus this time, him. And for 3 hours, we went through my life in a cardboard box and we put it in there. And as it went in there, I got to look through my own eyes for once. I came down in my body and I looked through God's eyes with his arm around me. And he told me, "Look at all the stuff you've done. You're one of the most magnificent warriors I've ever put on the face of the earth." And after 3 hours, the box was empty. And he said, "You know another thing? You know that college degree you've always wanted and worked hard to try to get? Give yourself a PhD. That's the craziest sociological, psychological, humorous, damaging, beautiful life I've ever put on this earth. And you walk through it with a smile. You walk through it laughing with people. That's your talent right there in that box. That's what we left there. That's that happy guy at the bottom. Fill it with love, God." I said, "Fill the box with love." And that's all I got. And I don't hate, I don't judge, I don't play with negativity. I run from negativity. I run from it. I don't spend 1 second. When something comes out of somebody's mouth that I don't disagree with and it hurts me, I'm out of here. I don't like it. Don't want to be part of it. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And I wrote it on my Bible. My dad's Bible. That's my dad's Bible. I don't have anything from my dad. He died when I was 2, but guess what I found out after I decorated that Bible? I do things and don't know why I do them. I painted that painting, don't know why I did it. And it's funny. It's got a lot of subliminal shit in it. But I got the best gift a dad could leave a kid. That Bible right there. I got all the degrees. I got master's, bachelor's, PhD. I got a mathematical formula that God over us equals 1. I had beehives, be busy, always be busy, always think, always satisfy your common mind, your conscience, your Am I good or bad? Is this good, negative, or positive? The United States Constitution, if we had a state church, if we had a state church that everybody's been scared of, no, it would be under the Constitution and be more free and welcoming to race, color, creed, idea, your dick, your ass, everybody than these churches now. The United States Constitution guarantees every one of us as a church. You are a religion. I found it in Supreme Court case law. They let a conscientious objector out of the military and he didn't believe in God. Seeger versus U.S., 64, 63, Vietnam War. They had a problem releasing this young man because he didn't believe in God like all the other conscientious objectors. So they changed the definition. Religion is now called ultimate concern, and it's a graph. How much of your life is permeated by this ultimate concern? Therefore, my religion, my belief, my spirituality, my car, my shirt, the way I talk on YouTube, I'm 100% religion. I am. I'm proving it. I don't do anything but talk to people about God and happiness and have fun and love people. They have a hard time proving I'm not a religion. I don't know what I'd call it. It's good. It doesn't have Satan that you tell 4-year-old children about. Boo, boo. That's like a year-long Halloween, motherfucker. Get the clown out of the kids' room. Get the clowns out of the kids' room. It scares them. Right. Groups do not spawn creativity. Groups crush your individuality. You try to group think. You want to be like them, but you're not. You'll never be like them. You're always going to be you. All you. 100% you. That's all you're ever going to be. Now, who is it? What is it? And what the fuck does it do down here on earth? Your religion. Your religion. We could sit in the same church, the same pew, the same preacher, the same sermon, and you hear an entirely different message than I do. You hear entirely different than I do. How many years you got to go? God damn, I graduated. I did Jesus by 3rd grade. I was Christ-like by 3rd grade. I mean, come on, people, wake up. Move on with yourself. It's a new millennium. People are leaving Christianity by the millions. That's what I had a problem with. We pay for that property. We pay for that property. They might pay their light bill, stuff like that, but that's our property, just like the goddamn town hall and city purveyor and the water company. That's our property. They see, that's when I started doing all this discovery and research. They're getting away with a lot of shit. And they're holding people as servants, as slaves under the 13th Amendment. I studied it. It's called indentured servitude. They let the slaves go because there was no quality in the contract for one party. It didn't matter if they were black, white, green, whatever. It's a legal contract. At the end, they got nothing. So their contracts got overturned as illegal. Now the church welcomes you in and says they're going to save you. Well, the first thing they do is indoctrinate you, get you dunked underwater, teach you that now you're sin-free, but you're not. You're not. You're still a sinner. And they still teach that there's hell. There's hell. No, once you get saved, it's over. Get the fuck out of that building. Go on now with your life. Go on with your life. And stop taking these little impressionable children. 60% of denominations stay in their denomination. It's got a recidivism rate like crazy. Your mom went there, you're going to go there. Your grandma went there, you're going to go there. Islam's got some really fascinating theories and understandings. Does that mean I believe all Islam? No, I don't believe history books. I don't even believe a fucking history book in school. Why would I believe a denominational understanding or even spend time going there? I got it all down. The Bible says be Christ-like. He's a cool dude. Love people, taught people, help people. Okay, done. That's elementary. Now, You're made in God's image. Now you got to start looking at people like they're your children. I created you. You created me. Let's treat each other like we're back in the sandbox at 4 years old. There's nothing wrong with that idea. To love each other and look at each other. Did you get a bucket? Do you want a shovel? Here's a peanut. Want a peanut? You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Why do we got to talk about astrophysics and how much more I know about the ocean than you know about? Then blah, 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 blah. Truth is fleeting. Truth is not very conversatable. That's my word. That's in my dictionary, conversatable. Because it's over. Once you get to the truth, it's over. There's no more fluff, buff, champagne, sizzle, whizzle. It's truth. It's over. So what do we talk about? Talk about spirituality. Nobody knows about it. Let's go on and try it. I've seen it. I've got more experience with a godlike creature than most people on earth, and I believe it. You can't talk me out of it. And it's confirmed in the Bible. Everything I read in the Bible is what I've gone through with God touching me my whole life. This is going to be a fat fucking joint. Get tooth paper. Got it loaded. Loading it. And you know, we sit right by the park all day and we laugh. Those different colored kids play with each other unadulterated. Unadulterated. They don't give a shit what color they are. Man, they're fucking having a blast in that park. What happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, you're part of this group. Oh, you're Scandinavian, Republican, Christianity, Lutheran. Oh, I know you. And we start doing all this prejudice. Like people come on here and go, Jay, you're a crackhead. Do you know how much crack and drugs Saturday Night Live producers, writers, and creative fucking actors have done? You know, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, it cost me some money. Yeah, I fucking got in trouble, but it makes me think stuff. You know, I should have been, there's writing boards where comedy is put together. I'm trying to do it for you all out of this crazy head. Fucking crazy. Crazy. We're all human animals. Boil it down to the nut. Boil it down to the nut. You are nothing more than a two-legged squirrel looking for a peanut. You know what? I told black jokes. I told every joke. And yeah, I guess I'm racist, but it's a weird racist. My life was hard as shit. For me to gain knowledge and get ahead and make it, I fear to say this because I'm going to give a caveat. I never walked into a business black trying to get a job, but let me go forward. I see a lot of suffering and crying and victimization, but I worked my way out of it. I had nobody that liked me. Not only that, neglect, serious neglect. Like, I don't care if you're on earth or not. And then I had beatings and violence. So I came from the ashes. Let's all come from, I'm not going to pin blacks. Let's all come from the ashes. Everybody, use it in your story. But I was a little racist. Yeah. So my son started bringing the city youth football team to the house for hanging out and doing whatever. And there are black kids in my house. They call me to this day and they say, hey, Pops, how you doing? And I noticed after a few months, there's no money missing. There's nothing broken. We've been playing video games. And I came to my own realization in my own house. I said, you know what? I'm not telling another black joke. I'm just not. No, ever. And I love these kids, and I couldn't imagine what would happen if they saw that in me. So then the funny part, my son had a Confederate belt buckle, and they used to fight over who gets to wear it. The black kids wanted to wear my son's belt buckle. It's funny. See, that was 16 years old. Those kids were funny as fuck. That's a nice one. Ooh, the tanker. Got a tanker. I know, right? Right? I mean, it's okay to be different. I mean, exemplify, promote, love, shine your gift, whatever your gift is. It's going to be good. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's okay to be different. But the group, I don't like the group. Every time I went into a sporting event, stadium, concert, theater, I wanted to be the star. Nobody could fucking entertain me. Christopher Reeves did a good job in Superman 1 when I was on mushrooms. I'll give him that. I really believed he was a Superman. I denied comedians my whole married life because I was working blue collar, knowing inside I should be a comedian or an actor or whatever, not a fucking roofer. I knew I wasn't supposed to be a fucking roofer, but I kept going job to job to job, keep the family afloat, keep swimming, Jay, upstream, upstream, upstream. Go, you motherfucker, you worthless piece of shit. Go, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I'll be better than you, I'm faster than you, I'm better than you, blah, 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 blah. Work my dick off mentally and physically. Wore myself out from the inside and outside. I had a critical parent that hated me in heaven. You suck, you suck, you suck. You'll never be good enough. So then I tried to be better. I didn't give up. That's a good quality. I didn't stop and kill people or eat children. So see, I didn't go all crazy. I went some crazy. I'm on my way back. I took a U-turn by Wawa. I'm on my way back from crazy. I got cigarettes and beer. I'll see you at the park. It's not how crazy you are. No, my dad didn't hate me, but I didn't get him. I got 2 years of him, higher. I got 2 years of him. Mom said he would put me in his lap watching TV because I couldn't go to sleep. Imagine that. At 2 years old, little Jay wasn't going to sleep. I had it then, man. I was touched. I was touched somehow by somebody, and then by a lot more people. They shouldn't have touched me. Some should be in jail for the way they touched me. That's all right. That just gives me more experience, man. That gives us avenues and ideas and postulations that I can talk about right here, and it bothers some people. And some people expand their brain and go, God, man, could you imagine going through that? My daughter came home from watching The Joker at 20 years old, and she looked at Mom, and she said, I stayed at home dad with her. I had to keep the demons out away from her that I had. And that means I didn't give her a full dad. I had to say, I can't let you in here. And that hurts. It hurts. I realized I guarded me. She goes, Dad came home from Joker, and she said, Mom, his childhood was like Dad's. I understand what Dad went through now. She goes, I know why Dad is like you. But the funny thing is, I fought it. My natural instinct to be bad as they thought I was and treated me like and unloved me like and left me lonely on the side of the road out of high school like. I loved me. It was a self-love. That's pretty strong. It's not ego. I'm not bragging. I had to love him up. I had to find my own love. Nobody else did it for me. That's why when I broke out of all the traditions last year, it wasn't hard to do. I didn't believe my mom or my stepfathers. Why should I believe when I watch these First Amendment audits? Why should I believe any of these people that act like they know all the rules? Nobody fucking knows them all. These cops make up shit as they go, telling me I can't film him in a public park. He fucking lied right in front of my friends that now think I've got questionable filming abilities. Watch what you fuck. I don't trust anybody. Fight the power. Fight the power. So I broke open my dictionary. That was written by a man. That word is in a dictionary written by a man. How dare I want to be this word? How dare I try to figure out, and I wear it as a daily reminder. What would God do? But now we have this special religion, Ashmel. Now the as Smell so loved the world, he sent his only begotten, virgin-born, immaculate misconception cricket to earth to spread the word of his ideas. And this cricket girl, I forgot where I was going. I said her name and I forgot the fucking train of thought. Oh, I went from religion. Oh, broke all the terms. So we can make up our own terms for whatever we want. This is a word in a book. Take a word in a book and make it you if you want to. What are you after? Who are you looking after? Who you want to be like? What's your goal? What's your intent? What is your gift? If you're not working all those other things in your gift, those other things are just fucking miso soup before we get to the good tuna. All that other shit's just miso soup. What's your gift and what are you doing to exemplify it and make it the best gift on earth that's yours? Good night, Spider-Man. So I broke open denominational religion. It's full of shit. It is full of shit. The Mormons just got started 150 years ago and they're allowed to have a lot of wives. And there's some golden tablets nobody's ever seen. And the blacks were forced in there by the government because they were racist like shit. You ever seen 2 black Mormons ride up to your house on a 10-speed? I haven't. So I stopped reading there. It didn't take 5 minutes to do Mormonism. Catholicism? You got to read it because they made all the rules as governmental agencies. So you got to study Catholicism to figure out where half this bullshit comes from, stops and ends. But as a church, I could stop at the door. They fuck young men. I don't want to know another thing about what goes on past that door. Never again. There's too many other type denominations to work my way to God. Don't need to be part of that. Don't want any money going to it. They're going to have a legal fund set up. If you think you're not supporting pedophiles, you are. You want to see these priests in jail, tried, balls hung up in the town square, but we're going to end up paying their fucking taxes and paying their way out of those courtrooms. It's about me and the way I made myself. And how I broke all the rules of life and definitions, books, and understandings, including Supreme Court rulings. U.S. Constitution is on my Bible. I've got a PhD that I found from God in 2016. So then I found out as individuals, American citizens, we can be our own religion. Nothing stopping us. The first sentence in the Bill of Rights, Congress shall pass no laws recognizing the establishment of religion, meaning pop up and say you're a fucking religion. You are. They can't make a law that says you're not. I can be God. They can't make a law that says I'm not. I'm also a raccoon surfing astronaut preacher. Those are my pronouns, and I demand you respect me. Raccoon surfing astronaut preacher. I'm getting the fuzzy tail like all these young millennials have hanging out of their ass too. Sorry, Haley. I just bounce around. Anyway, it's about life and what you make of it and what you want to be, what you want to do, what you forced yourself into doing, what you just agreed to that took you away from your natural talent, love, hope, and understanding. And you sold your values, you sold your path. You got to get back on it. You've taken a detour. Materialistic. Dude, I live on nothing and I'm materialistic. I'd like to die right now. There ain't a piece of material on this boat that I want to take with me. Except Shelly. I'm a liar. I have lied to you all. I get on my knees and I pray to Ashmel to forgive me. I keep claiming that I'm ready to go. I've done everything in life, but I'm sorry I haven't. I will not leave here. I will not rest until I get to Shelly Shell's breast. There's one more accomplishment in life I'm looking for. She sounds like a fighter. I like a little tussle. I like a little back and forth. She sounds like a fighter. Cricket sounds like an ender. She'll put that fucking chokehold on you. That's right. I'd go to heaven right now with a cold rolling rock. I would roll the stone away and take my rolling rock to heaven. But I'm going to ask God for 30 more minutes with you and that cold rolling rock. That's my next, you know what? That's my next painting. It's all going to be rolling rock theme. Shelly Shell, Rolling Rock, and me. That should be a national fucking monument. I'm telling you, people, history's bullshit. Let's build new statues. Shelly Shell and a Rolling Rock needs to be in a fucking public square with a draped little Caesar sheet over, you know, and that light breeze blowing and the ceramic or marble, whatever we make her in, and she's got that nipple poking out, and you're like, you'll never pass the Shelly Shell statue and not look. You will not walk through fucking town square. See what I'm saying? Let's build some new fucking statues around here, bitches. Mom, why is Dad holding on to that statue in the bar? Oh, honey. Are you old enough to watch YouTube, dear? Yeah. Don't. Okay. We've had our children on our own personal adult prohibited list since they were young. They're not allowed to know the alternate reality their parents live in their bedroom. Why is Dad in there humping a Shelly Shell pillow? Oh, he's got the whole line. He's got all the merchandise. You know, the Shelly Shell handbag, the Shelly Shell backpack. Stop me if I'm saying too much. You know I'm droning on when I keep pulling cigarettes out, but I'm not lighting any. Shelly, you make men do crazy things. I'm just sitting here pulling cigarettes out, talking. It's what women do. They're connivers. Even in virtual. They're virtual connivers. They can do it over fucking the internet. She's got some power over the internet or something. She's got radar love. Radar love. What's up, mama? I'm glad I turned it on. You know the best time to turn YouTube on and do this is when I don't want to do it. I swear to God. I wanted to try to sleep. I couldn't. I wasn't awake enough to do YouTube. You can see my droopy eyes. And the best time to get on this freaking YouTube is when I don't want to do it. It's neat. I appreciate all you people. You all fucking rock my world. You all rock my world. The snacks on the boat this evening will be Oreo Cresters or chewy chocolate chip granola bars. Which would you go for? I don't mind being not sober, though. And I mean alcohol. I don't mind being alcohol. I play guitar better on alcohol. I'm going for the healthy bar run. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. Dude, sweet. Anybody know any Mary Poppins? Feed the bird. Feed the bird. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Yes. Take the blue one. Tuppence. Oh, there's a Mary Poppins fan. There's a Mary Poppins fan. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. I am as lucky as a sweep can be. Right. That's the movies I didn't watch. I watched the happy gay movies. And yes, that's on a resume of most homosexuals. They like Broadway musicals. Guilty. But I run a new definition. I told you all. I'm gay, but it's Jay's gay, not gay Jay like they used to call me. It's Jay's definition of gay. I like Broadway musicals. I like light, fluffy clothing and white linen pants. I always want to have fun. Are you kidding me? I'm a fucking deer in constant rut. I'm a deer in constant rut, and I look at them women's butt. I don't want to be a man in constant sorrow. I don't want to be a man in I'm a man. I said farewell to old Kentucky, the place that knew me well. That's Sam. I never noticed that. Ginger magic. But I wouldn't be that way without you, Shelley. You're my Grayson Allen. You're my Abbott and Costello. You're my red Solo cup. I can't be laughing or bouncing jokes or ideas just off some stuff I got. I need you and the imagination and whatever you've put in my heart. I don't know where you come from. I don't know how you got there. Where does she come from? Where does she go? Where does she come from? Cotton Eye Joe. How did you get here? I mean, not there. How did you get here? What did you do? Just your name? That inspires some. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way, and I wanna fall in love with you. What a wicked game we play to make us feel this way, and why? Hey, Andrea. Hey, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you. Chris Ida. I got to jump you on that one, Ron. I know you're coming with. Damn, I don't want to mispronounce my name. Dallas, you're funny as shit. That's funny as shit. The world was on fire. Nobody there but you. I love that. Strange my desire. I love that. I don't know the word, but I love the song. I'll show you a nipple. What's a nipple? You want it? Chocolate chip granola nipple. Verified. Chocolate chip granola nipple. You throw one back. Yeah. Pretty out here tonight. Got the tree. Oh, yeah, got the tree. The guy's got a tree in his yard all lit up. Real pretty. Real pretty. Don't drop the phone in the water again, Jay. Yeah, it's going to be funny when I open Cricket's gift. It's going to be funny when I open Cricket's gift. Y'all going to laugh. Make sure you're here. There's going to be some things in that gift that she probably doesn't admit to sending. There might be some surprises in that bag when I open it up that she doesn't remember sending. Hint, hint. I don't want to give it away. I already gave it away. Shit, I'm going to check Monday. If it's here Monday, check in Monday night. Oh, I didn't tell you all. I got Cricket's her forever dress. That's Cricket's forever dress. We're gonna wrap her up in it after she visits, and she moves to the back seat of the Camry, and Clammy gets to come to the boat. Clammy's coming to the boat. Cricket's getting in that tarp, and I'm putting her in the back seat. Clammy is a woman in a black plastic garbage bag in the back seat of my car. She's coming to the boat. I used to know all the words to Uneasy Rider by Charlie Daniels. All of them. Well, I was heading off my scooter out to L.A., token on a number and listening to the music in the air. Well, just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway starting to whine, and I knew my left rear tire was about to go. Well, I limped on down on the shoulder on the road a ways and pulled into a funky little place called the Dewdrop Inn. Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat, and I went in there and told the bartender that I had a flat tire. Would he be kind to give me change for one? Well, he said there's a station up the road a ways, and they don't look very busy today, and they'd probably come down and fix your motor up. Well, just as I thought I'd get out with my skin, these 5 big dudes come strolling in. One fella with a girl with green teeth and something else. He said, "Tip your hat to this lady, son." And when I did, all that hair came rolling out from underneath. Well, before they could move, I grabbed me a chair and reached. Man, that was a good song. Well, I had them out there all stepping and fetching like their ass was on fire and their ass was catching. Somehow I couldn't stand the fun, so I went back around, and the way they run, throwing a ton of rubber and gravel in the air. I'd wonder if anybody'd think I flipped if I went ahead and rerouted my trip that I go to L.A. via Omaha. Uneasy Riders, funny movie, funny song. Wonder what that sounds like. This is the signature guitar where everybody's name that becomes a really good viewer gets on the guitar. We got Cameron, he's funny. Derek is my lovely brother. We always have Gay. Got Rhonda Smart, got Justin, got Submariner, got Holly. Where's my Shelly? Shell, she's on her 800 times. Got Mama Dukes. Got Shelly Shell. Shelly says she's on here more than once. I bet she is. I bet there's more about Shelly on this guitar than she needs to know. There's more on this guitar about Shelly than she needs to know about. This guitar needs to be washed with an antiseptic. Preppy's on there. That young girl. She turned out to be a young girl, but she did a video about me. Remember, kids, it's always good to have your hearing aid in. It's boring. It's lonely sometimes. I mean, you like riding a dinghy back and forth to your car? I can hear myself. Oh, hold on a minute. Now I can really hear myself. Please listen. I'm listening. I'm answering. It's boring, lonely. No women. That's funny, yeah. There's things about Shelly on this guitar she doesn't want to know. I don't need movie porn. I just need to see the name. All I need to do is see the name, and I'll be done in a few seconds. Be right back. We'll clean this up later. T-bone. Now we're passing the guitar and all telling jokes. And I know ones are coming. I'm smelling smoke. I do not partake. I let it pass by. With a gleam on my shoulder and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. The party's all over before it began. Well, you can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. In a fetal position with drool on my chin. I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again. I'm gonna write songs about old boyfriends like Taylor Swift. But see, mine will have a homosexual ring to it, and it'll only sell to one part of the community. It'll be Jailer Swift. Oh, that homo more sexual lover than I had when I was a boy. Shouldn't have happened, it was against all laws. There's regulations about making me your toy. I grew up with a confused mind. I didn't know if I was white or black. There's a funny little feeling when a man pulls out and gets stuff all over your back. I didn't like it. Tried it from all angles, positions, locations, top of a parking garage, dressed up in lingerie. Had a butt plug in. Where'd that come from? Just trying to get ready. Just not an in or an out. Facts of Life. I've got a new series called The Facts of Life. It's going to be real funny. We'll be on TV where the maid runs around and finds dildos and crotchless underwear in my room. That's the Facts of Life. This is the after hour God knows fit. Not made for publishing. About living with a married couple. When I was 16, she was 30. He didn't know it. He'd go to work, and then I'd go to work. But I couldn't have an orgasm. She couldn't get pregnant. So I would hold off for hours. And I got blue balls, but I didn't know what blue balls were. I went down to the local store, and I was talking to a big tits Debbie. Nice looking girl, more my age. I said, Debbie, I'm in pain. And I told her the whole story. I'm messing around with this married woman, but I can't come. She said, you got blue balls, go home and knock it out. So I went home, it hurt, knocked it out. 2 weeks later, big tits Debbie and her boyfriend were at the bar. I sliced his tires because he owed me $200. I went home to bed. Knock on the door. Jay there, he sliced my tires. He's standing on the porch with big tits Debbie. The man of the house opens the door. We live right on the beach. I could jump off the porch and paddle out on my surfboard. Beautiful place. You owe Jay money, he sliced your tires. Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass. Man, I'm at the bed. I'm hearing all this, freaking out. And then big tits Debbie goes, why are you taking up for Jay? He's fucking your wife. That's when I popped out of bed, went to the porch, take my beating. I didn't know who was going to do the beating, but I knew I was getting a beating from somebody. The man of the house said, get off my porch. We'll take care of this on our own. And they did, and they left. The next morning, he left, me with her. And I could finally have orgasm, right? He goes, he's going back to New Jersey from Sebastian Inlet. Left, he goes, you can have her. All right, man, I've been wanting to put this to bed for a while. So we didn't do it in the house, though. We went under the mangroves towards the river. For about 150 yards, I followed this beautiful 30-year-old, voluptuous, big titty, nice butt, to the river under the mangroves, watching that ass as we're going back there. And of course, when we got to the stopping spot, I no sooner unzipped my pants that I had the first, never ever, out of time orgasm. And she goes, are you serious? I said, that's bad, right? And then I thought, as a 16-year-old man just starting life out on the road, I don't want to be with a 30-year-old woman. So that's when I moved into people's backyards and eventually got a house with 5 guys, construction workers. And that's when I met Jane, the volleyball player, in her sailboat in her backyard. And then my name got out there that I could do this 3-hour holding back, I'm going to tear your ass up sexual thing, along with my childhood sexual shit. Girls started coming to the house right and left, and Virgin J just kept giving his special purpose to everybody. So then when I got married, I had this special purpose that I didn't know what to do with. So I just kept doing it. You know, that's where I'm the bad husband. Like 40 women in 40 years. Some really good ones. But even the worst sex was damn good, you know? Even the worst sex I ever had was good. Debbie had footprints on my other friend's Ram Charger headliner. All I could do is look at those little black toe prints on his headliner and dream of what my friend did with Big Tits Debbie that night. Motherfucking lucky motherfucker. Lucky fucker. Then I had the love of my life while I was still in high school, Michelle Millay in Satellite Beach. And I treated her like a queen. Never touched her, never made a move. Was waiting for the time to be right. I gave her pot, I gave her money, I bought her clothes like I do anybody now. And one Friday night at a party, the car outside was rocking. And I asked somebody, I go, who's in that car? They said, oh, your girlfriend and George. Well, fucking George. Asshole George. Yeah, I went into a convenience store and there was a Budweiser truck. I walked in the bathroom. The Budweiser guy was sitting on the toilet. I turned around and ran to his truck, opened the door, thought I was going to get Budweiser. I got a case of Cold Duck. These girls pulled in a Volkswagen van. I told this story last week. I put the Cold Duck in there. We went to the beach, got drunk as hell. She told me to sneak in her backyard where she's a senior in high school. And I was just a dropout 17-year-older myself, getting her sailboat, and we had a whirlwind romance for 3 months. We were both Taurus, and it was great. Jane Mundy. Sandy Diaz in El Paso. And all the ones, I forgot your name. I remember the feel. Porn, you know how much fucking sex is in my head? I am porn. Actually, I like to watch porn of sex with myself. I get in some really funny shit. J-porn. Under 18, only if it's excused by an adult. Man, my secretary got married at 12 years old to a 20-year-old abuser. How the fuck do you let a 12-year-old kid get married? Crazy shit in the world. How are you going to judge people? How are you going to meet her and judge her for anything? She had to leave on a dark, stormy night when she was 18, thinking he was behind her, going to kill her. How do you judge people out there on the street? Where do you draw the line? Who gets the death sentence? Who gets off with 6 months probation? Come back and see me. I'll be your friend later. I got to digest this. I've never heard it before. I'm not judgmental. I just have to think about it. Not at this time. Your call will be ignored in the manner in which it was received. See it, concrete? Anyway, we all have different stories. Don't judge people. Enjoy what you like out of somebody and leave the rest for somebody else. You don't have to know everything about everybody. A funny story? Funny story, you say? God, they all ended up in me getting fired. A funny story. Yeah, every funny story ends with I had to go find a new job somewhere. You know what my resume looks like? Do you know when I go in to apply for a job, I ask for a 2-day window to fill the resume and application out? I did this, what years, what days? Fuck it. Somewhere around the 80s, somewhere around the 90s. I swear to God, my Social Security work record is like that long. It's good, but they did this, 3 jobs this year, 4 jobs this year, 6 jobs this year, 8 jobs this year. Fuck, this boy was flying, and raising kids during the day. I got to take them to school and pick them up and have fun. My life was awesome. Always on the run. That's why I'm tired now. That's why I can't stay up past 4 in the morning anymore. That's what I get for taking a nap after dinner. It appears I gave the last talk on the Oreos, sitting on top of them. See what they taste like. It's like a devil dog. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be so flat. Not bad. That dark chocolate's got a little bitter taste, so that cuts into the sugar. That's good. I'm scared shitless. I'm gonna pour this fucking phone in the water again. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Yeah, like a moon pie. That's what I thought. Which moon pie do you like? The white one or the chocolate one? Early morning stream. Get with the time, man. Get with the times. Just sitting around eating Oreos, Skeeter. Wearing your shirt. The banana one's good too, Haley. Haley, where you from? Thanks for being part of our group. I hear you. Oh, around Knoxville, right? Aloha mahalo. Song sung blue, everybody knows one. Song sung blue, every garden grows one. A funny thing that you can sing it with a cry in your voice. Then before you know it, get to feeling good. You simply got no choice. Hey, we used to live 2 hours away then in Louisville. We should have done it then. Where were you? Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. This made me happy as a kid. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. What happened to the blues now and then? The boat swings on its own, concrete, always faces the wind. The boat swings on its own. And let me tell you all something. At 8:30 a.m. that morning, this boat did a frickin' backflip and a twist turn that would make Dominique Riles proud. I got snapped out of bed and jumped up and said, holy shit. And this is the first day. Holy shit. All day long. Sit on the boat. What are you going to do? You got to be out here to save it. 2 boats went by off anchor. Then I took the dinghy, Juju, what's up? And took Purdy Girl, the dog, in for, and then when I came back to my boat, I hit a 2-foot wave and a 40-mile-an-hour gust came together as a perfect storm and my dinghy up like this. And I thought, I'm swimming. I mean, I didn't expect to come down in that boat. It was that scary. Fucking scared. And then I had to tack the dinghy. I couldn't just go straight, man. It was like boo, ba boom. Had to go back and forth with the dinghy. And still didn't lose my phone. And then go out in a calm water, start the motor for morning. The tripod is leaning over the dinghy, and I go to reach to get the phone, and it goes plunk right in the river. Right in the damn river. After all that, hanging on my boat in 40-mile-an-hour winds, off the front, flipping my dinghy almost, and I drop it in a calm freaking environment. Is that crazy? That was crazy. Now, I'm scared shitless of holding this phone. I'm going to tape it. How's Mom, Skeeter? How's Mom, Skeeter? Fanfield. Awesome. Actually, I have some new depth foundings for Woods Hole Oceanographic. If you kindly put them in touch with my email, there's some numbers in this river that I don't think have been seen around here. And there's some things in the river I need to report due to maybe a global warming situation. I did it! I'm a global warming terrorist. I threw that shit in the river. I'd like to turn myself in for the reward. Captain Cook, J. Lawrence's log, day 490. Not even that, right? What is it? June, July, August. And I didn't live on it in 2 months. What? My 18th day of sleeping on a boat. Captain Cook's log, 18th day, surviving pond life in a toxic river. Today was exciting. We almost had something like a heavy wind, and that scared the shit out of me. So this hurricane stuff, man, that's big boy talk. I leave that for the professionals. By the way, you all have this new brown sandbar out here in the Port St. Lucie River. Got a lot of aquatic life. It's got a coral reef. It's got a cornel reef growing around. It's got a lot of jello and cornel reef and some penicillin and antibiotics. So we're taking really good care of it. It's going to be one of the most pristine Galapagos type environment. They're going to have to wall off this section of the river soon, because there's going to be some sea life growing that you all have never witnessed before. Hold on, it gets better. Write this down, Submariner. I can't write this fast. Okay, so we have cornel growing on the brown tar pit sandbar, and the blue crabs turn brown, we know. Don't it make your blue crab brown? I got a word to that song. Don't it make your brown eye blue? Don't it make your brown eye? Don't it make your brown eye? Oh, don't it make my brown eye blue? Ouch! I can't sit down. Help me. Don't it make my brown eye blue? All right. Now, as far as the aquatic life growing, we've got some stone crab. Somehow, the coral reef has been growing these little brown tubular like we call them sea cucumbers, and they got a lot of green in it. So the sea life seems to be smiling and playing with themselves all day, more than roaming around looking for food. So we have to have a study here. We need to bring food in this sea cucumber diet that most of these roachicles, they're roachicles, and they're barn apples, but they're roachicles, right? So there's roachicles growing on the coral, and the sea life tend to play with themselves more than hunt and eat. So if we can bring their diet and this play life together, I think we've created the perfect animal, and they should grow legs in 2 to 3 billion years, and this evolution will be witnessed by you all in different form. So get ready. How can we apply pressure and make a diamond out of this coal mine I got in the back of my boat? My dad was a coal salesman. My family was in coal. That's what. As a matter of fact, we're going to need another, what was the Australian guy's name? Killed by the fish? Steve J. Irwin. I've got another job to do. I've got to study this biological event, and I've got to call Jeremy, and these river monsters need to be hauled out of here. Jeremy Miles, right? Jeremy Miles. I loved his show. He was fun. Might have a drink with him. I don't know. Tell him to put his little notepad away, because what happens on this boat while we fish for monsters stays on this boat, Jeremy. Quit taking notes. It seems these fish only eat Oreos and pepperoni pizza. This new aquatic life only eats pepperoni pizza and Oreos. What's my other favorite? And sausage biscuit. These are McFish. We've got McFish growing here. McStoned fish. Stingray. Isn't that a fish? I said fish. Where was I talking about my brown eye being blue? That was funny shit. I want to go back to that part. Good Lord, what he did to his mind, that boy. He let his mind go early, and it went, and it went, and it went early and late. That mind went early and late, never gave a break. Through all the hate. It's turning my blue crabs brown. Boy, you haven't had life until you've sucked on a brown crab claw. Astronaut surfing raccoon preacher. That's where I'm going. I mean, put your order in now. The cook's busy. We close at 9. What do you want to be after that? No, sir, don't order from the appetizer menu. You want to be an entree when you come back. Rhonda Smart's going to be a dessert, like she is now. Rhonda Smart's coming back as a dessert. Rhonda, get your order in for the end of life. Try the veal, tip the waitress. I'll be here all week. Help! Help me! Help! Help me! Don't like to run both the lights. It's been kind of... Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so order your whiskey or beer. Closing time. All the heterosexuals get in your car. Only stay if you're queer. Chicken from China, the Chinese chicken. Y'all like my new closing song? I am my crime. I am sad. I am lost and I can't even say why. I am I said to no one there. No one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I said, motherfucker, I am. You know, I was the best debt collector in an open office of 40 people, right? And the manager hammered me because I was sarcastic. I was smarter than everybody. I made fun of everything. And he didn't promote me. He wouldn't get me to Arizona to home office. I was brilliant, you know, and man, we went to lunch, and this big talking Chicago boy goes, Jay, rolls his window down, and the manager's name was Tony Lang. He goes, fuck you, Tony Lang. And some light off my heart came up, and I went, I've never been able to call you out for doing something wrong because I was so bad and shame-filled and guilt-filled and hate-filled. I was the worst one standing there in any occasion. In any room, in front of the captain at the Navy base, in front of my wayward mom and 5 stepdads. As bad as they were, I was worse. So you were talking with me. There was no argument. I was the worst standing there. I could not defend myself. You win all the time. So when he shouted out, fuck you, manager, it blew my mind because that was like the last thing I would say to somebody. Never, ever. But now, I don't say fuck you. I just walk away. I don't have time for that. No. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. A man-eater. The woman is wild. Woo. Oh, here she comes. I don't want to sing lonely songs or Bad Moon Rising. I don't like that song. I don't like Bad Moon's Rising. I can't believe I sang that. Why did I learn that one? Because it was easy chords. Anybody got the time? I do too. I do too. Rode in on a Greyhound. I'll be walking out if I go. Only to lose direction. Run out of songs to play. Well, things got bad and things got worse. I guess you know it's true. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Haven't we all been stuck in Lodi again? Just got home from Illinois. Locked the front door, oh boy. Time to sit back, collect my thoughts on the porch. Imagination sets in. Pretty soon I'm singing. Dude, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants are playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying school? Doo-doo-doo-doo, may bother me tomorrow, but today I find no sorrow. Doo-doo-doo, looking out my back door. Boom, boom. This is rehab. I'm in rehab. This is my gateway drug out. See, everybody's worried about the gateway in, but you got to plan for a gateway out. You can't stay in the gateway. Don't block the gateway. Everybody get the fuck out. You're standing in the 100% farm field. You're in the gateway. You're 20% the problem. You know what the Bible says? 100% of everything. Dude, move along. Come on. Get out of there. Methadone. And all my heroes at the methadone clinic. I'm gonna buy me a yacht with the flag says chillin' the most, and I'm gonna rock that bitch up and down the coast. Start an escort service for all the wrong reasons. Set up shop at the top before season. Kid Rock and I'm a real McCoy and I'm a headed out west, sucker, cause I'm gonna be a cowboy, baby. With a top down and a rag top low and cowboy, baby. Buy a little sailboat and stop coughing and get a flag says chillin' the most and rock that bitch up and down the coast. I'm trying, Haley. Hold on. Puff the Magic Dragon. Hey, Greg, you know Puff the Magic Dragon? Smoking some of that Panama Red. Hey, Greg, I got my eyes on you, fucker. Got my eyes on you, fucker. You smoking that Puff the Magic Dragon? Autumn in that autumn mist in a land called Autumn Lee. Little Donny Paper, love that rascal Puff. Damn, I love that song. That was a soul helper as a kid, too. That was a love song. I love songs. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. I sang songs like this to myself through my troubled childhood. This carried me. Get it? Carried me. It did. That's why I got all these lyrics in my head from all these songs that have walked me through life, through the trouble and the Imagine the misunderstandings I had. Imagine the misunderstandings from that 180 childhood to a normal life as an adult with 3 kids raising by a beautiful virgin wife. Imagine that 180 in life. You had to pair that crazy brain that was developed young as fucking crazy into a man standing next to a woman in front of a preacher and 300 guests, knowing he's going to cheat on her. He's a fucking wacko. And then raising 3 kids and had to keep away from them because I don't want them to know the wacko. And that cheated them. They got cheated out of me. This is what I was supposed to be once I trusted myself. I made good decisions in the end. What'd it do, Matt? I took all that damn damaged information and twisted it and put music to it. And now I can sing lyrics of any type and variety and stick my own words in there. I've come to talk to you again. You see, a seed was planted into me, and I found it while I was sleeping. And the vision that captured in my brain. I can't remember those words. Still remain. Listening to the sound of silence. Paul Simon got my heart. I can't, the words of those others good. Remember listening to the radio from my mom's room to the room next door. I couldn't have been more than 1 or 2. I just remember the famous sound. I remember my mom finally got down and shook her head like them old women do. And it was late in the evening, and all the girls out on the stoop, yeah. Along the avenue, some guys were shooting pool, and I could hear the sound of acapella blues. And I made my way inside, underage inside the... Damn it. No. That's my favorite part. Made my way underage inside this bar where I learned to play that lead guitar, and I stepped outside and smoked myself a J. Right? It's doing good. When I went back in the room, I could feel the change in mood, and I turned my amp up and began to play. And it was late in the evening, and I blew that room away. I don't have a charging cord long enough. Thank you, Haley. T-Bone, we've been cleaning this mess up all fucking night. We told you it would be later, not this much later. Jesus Christ, will you help us out around the synagogue? Ashmel has slaughtered over 13 virgins and 4 goats, and we've been cleaning up with Clorox to get rid of the evidence so Cricket doesn't stand trial Monday morning. We're trying to save the daughter of Ashmel from going on public trial where they can end up hanging her by her arms and legs over my boat. This is bad. This is religious torment. So we've been, getting rid of evidence. You can spray the blue stuff. It doesn't show up. But what went on in here was a sight for sore. Was a sight for sore. It was a sight not meant for eyes. I'm sorry. That was a Freudian slip. But what those people were doing to those ghosts, religion should never go there but twice a year. That's when you have the evangelicals come in and pump your crowd up. You know, we like the goat fuckers to come down front. Yeah, it gets the kids involved. You know, they get to feed the goat. I swear to God, you all have not been to Ashmel's new synagogue we built for him. I'm a Freemason, so I knew how to lay the northeast cornerstone. It was a smooth aster. I took it from a rough aster and smoothed it into a smooth aster and set the cornerstone for Ashmel's new synagogue. And yes, there is the non-virgin charity room where you can go in and buy clothes from used virgins. This church has got a lot of tentacles. I think we should call it the Octopus Church. That's what that one comedian said. He goes, I have trouble learning new things, but I will never forget Kiki D sang with Elton John. Now, why the fuck do I need that in my head? Why in the fuck can't we just dump data? Can we do default? Somebody find me a default button. I'll go back to original. I want to do it all over again. Fuck yeah. Maybe my dad lives. Maybe I go to college. Maybe I become the town heroin user. Maybe I become the town mayor. My family went back there over 100 years. Had history. Had status. Had butlers and maids. I don't want that one. How about out in Arizona where I was going to be a cowboy? Hung around all the big belted tobacco chewers in high school my first year. It hurts when you fall on the ground. How about a surfer at 13 in Cocoa Beach? How the fuck about it? With no drama in the house, go back and it'd be perfect. Everybody's happy. I'm doing good schoolwork, surfing my ass off, knowing where I'm going and what I want to do. Not living like this is all going to change in a few months anyway, like it always has, like 5 stepdads. Every time you got involved, met a girl, had a friend, gone to Arizona, gone to Florida, gone to Georgia. Imagine that, man. You never establish relationships with people. Remember, he never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. I wanna be a cowboy. I wanna learn to rope and ride. Wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive. Stealing a young girl's heart. Just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. I wanted to be a cowboy. Might have had a sidekick like Jesse, like running wild through the West, chasing Jesse James, riding shot. Damn it, I'm missing every other line. Gun for the Texas Rangers, go west, young man. Haven't you been told California's through full of women, whiskey and gold, riding. Clammy she's been around the block. You can look down on her for messy hair, but she's got Savoir. She, Pepe Le Pew could write a book about Clammy in a French tongue. Clammy, You are my loving raccoon, squirrel, bandit. Wee. Yeah. Pepe Le Pew even respects Clammy. Oh, Fred, in case you didn't know, when Cricket gets here, I bought her forever clothes. This blue tarp. This is going to be Cricket's forever dress, and she is going to be elevated to the back seat of the Camry and be on film all the time. Clammy's coming out to the boat where she has a 20-degree sleeping bag for us. And once it starts turning, we'll need that. So I'll have a harem. I won't know what to do, who to keep up with. She is a black plastic bag in the back seat of my car. It's a sleeping bag, but one of our viewers, Submariner, said, "Hey, what's your girlfriend's name in the black plastic bag?" And it's become this fucking joke that I've got a woman, and after a few days, she wasn't smelling very good, so somebody called her Clammy. So now I've got a black plastic bag with a bow, tied in a knot, and that's her hair, and she likes her hair flying freely in the back. So now Cricket, she's my virtual love on YouTube, and she wants to come down and see me sometime, somewhere, somehow. I don't know where that came from. That's a good, I like that. Somewhere. So I'm going to wrap her up in this tarp when we're done. She's going to put the lotion on her skin. She's going to put her handcuffs. You know what? $20 is $20. You're right. $20 is $20. Cricket is immaculate misconception sent down from our new god, ass smell. We found that is the smell behind a chicken truck early in the morning that Cricket says it smelled like ass, but she wouldn't tell us what ass smells like. So we've developed this new god in our religion called ass smell. And I've been on the road. I've gotten out of my car. I've got on my knees during tribute to ass smell 5 times a day. I've taken little bits from different religions. We eat bacon and we get on our knees and we say, ass smell, ass smell. And ass smell is this super god being that was born of quasi-virgin birth with no penis and impregnated goddess Asmelu. So there's Asmel, and now there's another being called Asmelu whose hymen wasn't broke until Cricket aborted the womb and kicked it out. So Cricket holds the secret to yes, it was or it wasn't a virgin birth, but she won't tell us these things, and we're up in arms. We're wandering the desert, so to speak, needing more information about this religion. We need more information, and she's not giving it to us, and we're up in arms, and I'm going to go find a fucking burning bush, and I'm going to write some shit down that you're all going to believe in. You're all going to believe in some of this shit. I mean, if you're going to believe in shit, why not my shit? Didn't come on. Now I've got a butt plug in the phone, and I don't know what to hold it with. So is it charging or not? I'm trying to figure out if this cord's any good. And then one of our friends in our group said, "Will I start painting again?" And so I asked God, "Will I paint again?" And he said, "Here, paint this. You like Rolling Rock?" I said, "Yeah, I like Rolling Rock." It says it's got 33 on it, right? That's when Jesus died, right? So why not buy Jesus a Rolling Rock on Sunday? Nobody was there. At least fucking drop some beer off for him. I am on my way to heaven. Anybody got a cold one? Ah, give Jesus a cold one. Fuck Jesus. Give Jesus a cold Rolling Rock. Fuck Jesus. No, where was everybody? Everybody overlooks some shit in the Bible, man. Where was everybody? See, Rhonda, it's got meaning to it. I know, it's good shit. That's funny. I prayed for it, and it didn't take a second. It was like a Polaroid. I shook it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sorry, Miss Jackson, I am for real. Didn't mean to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000 times. But she can't talk right now because she got my beep all up in her mouth. Andre 3000. Woo! Trap house business. Now we're naming. This is what the channel's about. Now somebody just got history and listened about how we're transporting human bodies around here under the color of God. Nobody's gonna, when I get pulled over, the first thing I ask a cop, "You're not gonna check in the trunk again, are you? Are you giving me a warning like the last guy did? Come on." Haley, I got a funny one for you. So I was a stay-at-home dad with my daughter, right? She doesn't talk to me because all the queer shit I did, but that's Kendall. So look, when she was like 5, I was decorating the house for Christmas and I put the elf up. And she came in the living room. She goes, immediately, "What's that?" "Oh, that's the elf." "Why is he up there?" "Oh, because he gives a report on kids to Santa just before Christmas, and you get what you deserve. If you're bad, you're bad. If you're good." She disappeared, went down the hallway. I thought it was over. Cool, do your shit, and she comes back with a broom and knocks the living shit out of that elf off the 7-foot wall. And I just laughed because I said the same thing. I said, "We ain't gonna have no snitching around this house." She fucking whacked the elf upon learning what it was. That was an independent girl right there. She's fucking tough. She wouldn't, you know what? She wouldn't confront that bully at school. And I'm glad she didn't. That bully would have fucking got her ass kicked. Snitches get stitches. She married a guy named Bailey Rasmussen. Tall length of water for Port St. Lucy's, an airplane mechanic. Got a heart of gold. Nice young man. God bless. Put them together. Thank you, God. That destiny worked out. That was a good wedding, man. We had a good time. I spun her 3 times. And the song was, "She Thinks We're Just Fishing." Made me cry like a baby because that's all we did as a kid. I took her fishing. What kind of tradition does New Zealanders have? Got to have some kind of tradition, right? Is my phone charging? Can anybody see? I can't see a meter. Am I okay, or do I need to change cord? I'll tell you one thing, Kendall hates clowns. And I try to joke with her, but she ain't joking. Morning, Jerry. New Zealanders don't give away their frickin' seasonal secrets. Must be some goat humping going on down there. Goat on the fence. You go down there to New Zealand, you find a goat on the fence during Christmas time, you're a lucky, lucky farm lad. Honest, officer, I was just trying to help the sheep over the fence. We got elf on a barroom shelf in that end of town, getting his end of town. It looks like it. That opens my brain up to what do the Aussies have? If New Zealanders have sheep on a fence, what do they got? Prawn in their panties? No, that's stupid. We got sheep on the fence. These are new traditions under Ashmel. These are new traditions in our religion. We got sheep on the fence. We do that during Christmas. And we got to do something about this chocolate bunny shit. That time of year, I don't really like a lot of sweets in April. I think we should do bourbon in plastic eggs with a nipple on them. We should hide bourbon eggs with nipples on them. That's right. Easter, when we observe Cricket's ascension. And, we haven't worked on that part. We got Cricket coming to Earth as a misconception, as an immaculate misconception. So Cricket was born of quasi-virgin birth and is recognized as the immaculate misconception, but we haven't talked about when she went back home. Now, she likes wine, and that's what I'm going to do. She likes wine and mild and blacks. That's my next painting. I'm going to put Cricket's tomb and a mild and black and a glass of red wine. That's my next painting. I just figured it out. That reminds me of when I was fishing in the Kentucky River. I was wading up to my waist and I had a bag of frogs. And I was catching smallmouth and putting a frog on and catching a smallmouth. It was a fun day. I ran out of frogs and I was sad, and I looked and I saw a black snake swimming down the river with a frog in his mouth. So I grabbed him and I took his frog and I put it on my hook, and I felt bad. I said, he's just trying to take his food home and feed his family. So I grabbed the snake, I popped his mouth open, and I poured a shot of Jim Beam from my back pocket in his mouth and sent him on his way. I felt like that was a good pay. And I was pitching that frog, and I felt a tap on my back. And I turned around, and that black snake was back with another frog. I like that joke. It's cute. Mister, want peanut? Want peanut? My buddy and I were walking down the sidewalk, and this 80-pound pit bull was laying on his back, licking his ball sack. I mean, just going to town, right? And my buddy elbowed me and goes, "Damn, I wish I could do that." I said, "I'd ask him first. He looks pretty mean." Did you hear what Shelley Shell said to, where'd she go? Not here anymore. Rhonda said to Shelly Shell last night, never mind, I can't do it that way. Shelly Shell told Rhonda, last night I blew a Brazilian. And Rhonda says, Shelly, how many is that? Blue, if you keep laughing, I'll keep telling them. If you keep laughing, I'll keep telling them. I can't stop. Once I open that dictionary, I can't stop. Oh, there she is. There she is. How many is it? Somebody's still awake. Be still, my beating heart. We're eating Oreo cookie. So I was in Daytona as a younger man, and these identical twins come into the bar. And within minutes, I could tell them apart. And we started drinking, went up to the room. I mean, clothes went flying across the room. The pool, we had a pool on the balcony, and sex and coke. And man, we had it all, right? Just like Bogey and McCall. Making on the late, late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Anyway, it was easy to tell them apart for me because Kim, she had a cut over her eyebrow, and her brother had the biggest dick I'd ever seen. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, let's do the midgets. Is Submariner still up? Let's do the midgets. So these three midgets were sitting around, right? And one of them goes, holy shit, my hands are so small. You know what? I wonder if I have the smallest hands in the world. And the other midget goes, holy shit, you know what? I've always thought my feet were the smallest in the world. We should go to the Guinness World Book of Records. And the third guy goes, you know what? I've got the small penis I've ever heard about. I'm going too. So they go up to Guinness Book of World Records, and the first one comes running out with a smile. I'm in the book, smallest hands, I'm in the book. And the second one comes running out. I'm in the book, smallest feet, I'm in the book. And the third one comes running out and goes, who's this Submariner motherfucker? What's up, Krishna? Krishna, Krishna. Just checking to see if he's awake. Oh, you also don't need a parachute to go skydiving. I've just learned this. You need a parachute if you're going skydiving twice. So that was brought to me by Putty Cat. Putty Cat? Where's Putty Cat been? He was funny as hell. Come back, Putty Cat. Oh, come back, Putty Cat. Oh. Y'all told him I wrote a song about him. Come back, Putty Cat. You are Tree. Amen. So mote it be. I agree with whatever you're saying. Namaste. I think you've got good intentions in your heart, and I believe those words to be of loving and caring value, no matter what their definition are, and I accept them as such. I accept them as such. And fuckers gave me a bag of popcorn after I just get out of the hospital with diverticulitis. Hey, have some popcorn, mate. All right, I walked into a bar, and there was a sign up on the wall that says ham sandwiches, $4.75. So there was another sign. It says hand jobs, $15. So I look at the cute girl in the Daisy Dukes. I said, hey, are you the one giving those hand jobs? She said, yes, sir, I am. All pride, you know. And I said, would you wash your hands and make me a ham sandwich? Germany, thanks for being in here. Thanks for being in here. We're all gods with little G's here. We all invent things. We create things. We think of ourselves in higher forms than human definitions. These words and terms and spirits and philosophies were written by common men, regular men, smart men, stupid women, stupid men, gay women. And I refuse to accept these terms, definitions, and understandings as who I am. So I tore my definition dictionary apart, my thesaurus apart, denominational religious understandings apart. I was very brought up Baptist, very hard. And I believe in one thing. I believe I saw a white light when I was 20. I found it after reading the Bible and asking Jesus to send me there. Whether he did or not, I don't know. But there's a white light, something better than this Jesus thing. And then at 55, I threw my life up and said, take it. I've fucked everything up. Had $1 million business, had a wife of 40 years, had 3 great kids. And he said, I want it all. I want everything. And now I live on a sailboat. I don't have a family. I don't have a business. I don't have a job. I drew a funny painting. I got Jesus a Rolling Rock. Isn't that nice? I got him a nice cold Rolling Rock on Easter. Got him a nice cold Rolling Rock. Jesus for a Rolling Rock. Hey, Dad. Yeah, Jesus. Gonna be a little late. I got a case of Rolling Rock down here. Oh, take your time, son. I enjoyed those too. That's why I made them for you. Thanks, Dad. Been a long weekend. Yeah, we'll talk about it when you get up here. Bye, kid. Bye, Dad. Liking the Rolling Rock, are you, Jesus? Jesus. Oh, I pulled off on the side of the road the other day. The billboard said, broke down and hurt, call Jesus. And I called the number, and I waited 30 minutes, and all of a sudden a guy with a tow truck pulled up. Oh, shit, that's funny. Peter, I can see your house from up here. Hey, Governor. Hit him under that third rib. Let's knock him out early. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Trying to help down there, Jesus. Yeah, I noticed you're in pain. We're trying to get this over with real quick. So, yeah, I decided to do a religious theme YouTube. Bastardized philosophy, psychological, horny, man on earth, humanistic view of life. And that's my bylaws. Thanks, Captain. Yeah, 3.2 shallow, but it's still deep. I hear you. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. I gotta hold this fucking phone until my new tripod gets here. Makes it hard to drink. Mike, let me tell you something, brother. I physically survived Helene. I didn't mentally survive Helene. Dude, those were only 40-mile-an-hour winds we got. And my asshole was fucking puckered all day. all day. I couldn't imagine 70, 100 all day. Are you fucking kidding me? I almost flipped the dinghy, hit a 2-foot wave and a 40-mile-an-hour gust, and me came together, and the dinghy went like this, and I was looking at white and blue, the dinghy top and the sky. I knew I was swimming. I was ready to swim to the spree. It came down, thank God, and I got to the boat. I had to zigzag to get to the fucking dude. No, I got hurt mentally. That's where I got hurt. I'm scared. Now I know why sailors stay drunk. Oh, so I rolled up to this farmhouse, and I see by the door is this 3-legged pig. And I get closer, and I notice it's missing half its face. And it's laying there wagging its tail. And it's missing a big strip out of the side of it. And it's just happy laying in the sun. And I knocked on the door and said, "Sir, your animal needs help." And they go, "Oh, he don't need no help. He's a special pig." I said, "Special? What's happened to him?" I said, "How did he lose his leg?" He said, "Well, I got up on the combine one day and had a stroke. And I fell out, and I was about to be killed by the blades when that pig jumped up in the driver's seat and put it in park and saved my life." Well, is that how he lost his leg? Well, no, I told you he's a special pig. Well, he's got his jaw, his side. He goes, "Well, the kids were swimming down or skating down at the pond during winter, and one fell through a hole, and that pig ran down and saved that kid from that frozen pond." Well, that doesn't explain the damage to the pig. Well, I told you he's special. I said, "Yes, I understand. The stories are phenomenal." He said, "Well, you just don't eat a pig like that all at once." Oh, she's probably over there on her boat, Zester. Do you want to hear the talking dog I got for $50 out of Craigslist? So I see an ad on Craigslist, talking dog for $50. Then I go to the guy's house. He's on the porch. I said, "Sir, you got a talking dog?" He goes, "Yeah, he's in the back." So I go to the back, and there's this dog reading the New York Times, smoking a pipe, watching CNN. I said, "Hey, what's going on over there?" He goes, "Why? What do you want to know?" I said, "Holy shit, you're a talking dog." "Yeah, what about it?" I said, "Well, why are you just sitting here in a room watching TV? You should be on Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, blah, blah, blah. And, you should be traveling the world. You're famous." He goes, "Yeah, I did all that. Johnny Carson, and I went to the World Trade Towers. I sniffed out bodies. I was a big hero there. I went to Iraq. Sniffed out bombs, saved thousands of soldiers. I've got commemoration and pictures everywhere somewhere. I can't find them." And I went back out to the porch and I went, "Sir, that's a talking dog." He goes, "Yeah, $50. I said, "Why so cheap?" He said, "Did he tell you any of them stories he told?" I said, "Yes, sir. Very impressive." He goes, "Well, he's a big fat liar." Uh-oh, battery saver, so this isn't charging. I think I'll go to bed. I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. What time is it? What time is it? The trained monkey needs to put it down a little bit. My Energizer batteries aren't working. The trained monkey show is over. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, when you're coming out of a tomb, get yourself a good cold rolling rock. It's good after a long weekend of hanging around. fucking crazy. Samara, that was crazy, dude. And I was hanging on the front of the boat. Whee! Mahalo, aloha, Jamaica, one love to everybody. Be a hippie. Love everyone. Be like the old hippies were. Come on, people. It wasn't hard. You just turn a good eye to people. Love you, Moses. Shelley, thank you so much for playing along. We do have parting gifts for you. And they all have GPS tags on them. So wear them at your own risk. Always look over your shoulder. God Goes Fishing could pop in on you at any time you're wearing these GPS located items that you're going to get in the mail for having fun. Or put them on some stray cat and make me following up and down the alley. You know I will. Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Ain't nothing but the dog in me. Ain't nothing but the dog in me. Y'all have a good night.